So here's what's going up today. I have a dictionary from 1853, Webster's Dictionary. That's going up. Let's see if I can get you to the page here. 1858, sorry. No Webster Dictionary. There we are. I gotta comp that. I gotta actually figure out what that's worth because it's not in super condition. You know, I got a little bit of paging issues here. So, yes, there we are. Anyway, pre-rolled a one book, antique, great. I got another little Everyday Helps Homemaker book. It's not going to give me the page. It's not going to give me the page, whatever. That's from 1892, I believe. We got a Night Warning VHS from 1980. I gotta look it up. It looks like a 1982. Great, you know, old horror movie. And a lot of these are on Betamax. This one's on VHS, so not a crazy amount, but kind of save them kind of deal. You know, that'll be nice in somebody's collection. Anyway, some sewing books. Yep, there we are. Some clowns, some mask. Little Santa thing, which I gotta see how rare it is. It might be from like 1985, and if it's from 1985, it's worth listing. If it's from like 2010, it's not worth listing. So I actually gotta comp that and figure that one out. But it's one of those dealies where it might be, you know, my grandma had one of those and they'll sell it. But otherwise, it's not worth shipping because shipping is probably going to be $8. The item's probably going to be $8. So you got to ask, is somebody going to pay $15 for this? And you're only going to pay $15 for this if it's crazy old. So if it's not one of those deals, it's not going up. Some speakers, some new in the bag, just some computer speakers or whatever speakers, you know. But new in the bag, so that's going. Some belts, belt buckles. Yeah, of course it didn't do it. Some Liberty belt buckle there, yada yada. And a strange one, which I like. I like strange ones. A survey belt, including Alaska. Hawaii's in there somewhere too. Hawaii's in there somewhere too. Whatever. I think we forgot about Hawaii, folks. Whatever. Anyway, that's going up. And in the back here, it's actually numbered with a number on there. And it's from Denver, Colorado. So, whatever. That's going up. Really not a wearing belt. It's more of a what the heck belt. And an interior book. Goody goody. I don't know if I'm putting Coffo the Clown up here. Or Chummy the Clown. Ooh, yes. I don't know if I'm putting this up, but I might. It's just a pattern book. I have no idea if it's complete. That's why I don't know if I'm putting it up. But it is a pattern book with some instructions inside. But I don't know if it's complete. Usually they're complete, but this is something that, you know, somebody might even just frame and put on a wall for artwork. I don't know, though. It's got the little tape there on it, so I don't know. I'll put that up and see if anybody bites. Otherwise, that'll probably go back down. Anyway, so I got a phone package here, and what it is just generic phone. Hit this.
No message.
Great. Hit this. Anyway, and it said low battery before, but apparently I'm charging it now, and it's past the low battery point. But yeah, so I think I'm supposed to have zoom in there. I hate when it does that. I think I'm supposed to have 5 of these. So 1. That's not going to let me see it. Come here, you. 1, 4, 3, 5. So I think I'm missing 2. And it's probably in the house. This was an estate sale find, so the number 2 is probably in the house, probably in the kitchen kind of deal. Anyway, so these are nice if you have like a home office, or if you have a, just around the house, and you don't feel like walking around kind of deal. You know, an elderly person, they don't want a cell phone, they just want a they just want a thing, and maybe they actually do put this up. It's kind of an emergency deal, so you might have one in the living room or slash kitchen kind of deal. You might have one in the basement, one in the bathroom, and one in the I don't know, bedroom. There we are, something like that. And that way you don't have to go around. And these have a nice little feature that I found out. So take this off, and you hit locator. It's going to be annoying. Hold on. So here we are. So if this falls down in the couch cushions, it's going to do that. And then you're going to be able to find it in the couch cushions. And it'd be great if it shut off if it was on the base, but it doesn't actually shut off. So that goes on there. So it pages it. There we are. It pages it, and then you can actually find it if it falls down in the couch cushions kind of deal. You know, and that's a nice little feature. So this thing looks like it's from the 90s. I didn't have to set anything up. I just pretty much plugged it in, and it seems like it works, even though it's Bluetooth. So no internet connection, nothing worrying about your privacy, any of that. So whatever, and it just uses a normal phone line. This is an extra phone line, I guess. And but it does look like I'm missing a station there. But either way, it looks like it's going to work even without that station. Plus, these take normal batteries. So you don't have to worry about a battery from like the 90s that's dying. Apparently, these are charging, but they do take the expensive batteries. So how I ship these is I take all the batteries out. I charge them up. You know, I'm charging them up right now. I take all the batteries out, and then I'm going to put the batteries in a bag or Ziploc or whatever, and ship the batteries separate. And that keeps the terminals clean. Obviously, they're working, but if you thing about batteries is if you leave it on the terminals, it'll totally corrode the terminals. And I ship everything at time, or I box everything at time of listing. So this thing might take a week. It might take a year. You know, and in the meantime, those batteries can be corroding those terminals. So I take those off. I do sell this for parts, even though it looks like every little thing works. You know, seems like everything works, but I do sell all these as parts. For the same reason I sell the VHS for parts, is because I do not want, I don't check every single second, every single feature. And because I don't do that, I just sell them as parts. Like in order to test this, 100% test it, I would need to watch the whole movie and make sure there wasn't any spots in the tape that went or whatever. You know how it is, where you got the tape and any cassette tape and any Betamax tape and any VHS tape. You'll get a spot there where somebody paused it, or they stopped it right there, or maybe they just rewound it. You got 3/4 of the movie and just rewound it, and it like pulled the tape a little bit, and you'll get a bad spot there. But this is probably going to go on somebody's shelf. That's a shelf thingy for a horror collector, so they're probably not going to actually watch it, but maybe they will. Maybe they'll watch it one time, then they'll put it on the shelf. But it's a collector thing. And then, yeah, so I don't test every single feature. So I am plugging these in. I'm going to show them actually all the screens work, but that's all for parts too. But yeah, that's basically what's going up today. I have a whole bunch of MCM glassware, which you just heard the dishwasher. They're getting cleaned right now. Some more that's going up tomorrow, maybe today, but that's got to get cleaned. You can see it's dirty as heck. Some platters, some more stuff right there, some butter plates, and some more cups. But yeah, this is basically what's going up today, and there we are, folks. So some old books, like I'm saying, I gotta comp this book. I'm gonna spend a minute on this dictionary because it's all over the place. You know, I've seen it for a couple hundred to a couple thousand, so I'm putting that up. I just don't know what it's worth, and I don't want to put out something crazy price that's a couple hundred or higher than it should be. But on the other hand, I don't want to give it away for 200 when it's worth 2,000 kind of deal. We'll see. So I gotta get ChatGPT on that and give me some actual good comps versus me trying to comp it and finding prices. Seriously, anywhere from, I think I've seen $450 to, I think it was like $2,800. So the book, the dictionary is all over the place. The little one, the Homemaker's Guide here, and I do love it. Every day helps. That's inspirational, folks. That's your dust. This is your dust dust storm out in the west book here. Actually, it's probably from like the east, because it's talking about patterns and such, which you never find in the west. But this in 1890s west. But this is kind of neat. So I just like that it's Everyday Helps. That's such an inspirational title. So don't be depressed. Every day helps. Yeah, I know you're in a dust bowl and you're eating nothing but potatoes for the last 20 days, but every day helps. So anyway, there's that. So I'm putting all that up, but same deal here. I don't know what it's worth. I think I'm probably going to start that at 80, just because it's pre-World War I, and it does have the advertising, and the interior is good. It's got a lot of pluses there, so I'm probably going to start that one at 80 and just see what it drops down to. Of course, I'm throwing best offers out, but I don't know. In the dictionary, I gotta take a minute to find out comps in the dictionary, because I don't sell this stuff every single day, folks. This little whatever book, that's probably a $10 book, you know. I'm not going to go crazy on that. I'll probably start at 15 and sell it probably 10 to 8, because that's something I just want to get in somebody's hands who does interior design kind of deal. The Kaufmo book, I keep on calling it Kaufmo. The Chummy the Clown book, I don't know what it's worth. There might be a following. I'm pretty sure I've heard about that before, Chummy the Clown. But it's just a pattern book, and I don't know if the pattern is 100%. The clowns in general, goody goody. So this is a pair. Like I was saying, I don't know if I'm selling to Santa. I gotta see how saturated it is. If it's saturated, it's not going to up. It's going to Goodwill, and somebody can buy it for $5 or $10 at Goodwill, and not have to pay shipping, because shipping is probably going to be $8, and that's a determining factor here. If it's not worth 15 to 20 because it's some rare whatever thing, and I don't think it is. If it's not some rare handcrafted and yada yada, May Rich whatever. If it's just some Dollar General thing, it's not worth listing. Anyway, so the masks are going up. You know, got a butterfly and a little rainbow there, and the speakers. And yeah, there we are. So that's all that's going up today. And fun. I need to play around and figure out what that dictionary's worth, because that can actually be worth some money, but I just don't know where to even start pricing it. So me and Chad are going to chat for probably 30 minutes here and figure out a price on this, and then make a listing on that, and that'll be the first thing that goes up. And yeah, and then also that little book can't go up as media. This ain't going up as media because I don't want to treat it as media, and that's not going up as media because it has advertising in the back. It has advertising from somewhere. It has an 1891 advertisement for cures and all that crap. You know, these can go up as media and go up as media, which means free shipping, which means I need to charge more, or I can go the other way and charge shipping, which I'll probably do, come to think of it. Yeah, that's not going media. None of it's going media, screw it. So, because media adds 5 to 6 days, and I figure, me personally, I'd rather pay the extra $1 to $2 to have it in my hands in 3 days, versus 3 to 5 days, versus waiting 8 to 10 days kind of deal, and something like that. I gotta insure it, and that's not going media, no matter where I start it. So there we are. That's what's going up today. Longer than I wanted it to. Sorry for chattering on, and there we are, folks.